Here is a verse that ancient readers did not understand, but modern doctors say describes something that was unknown for thousands of years. It appears in the Psalms, and it reveals a detail about the human body that early civilizations could not have imagined. Let us explore one of the most surprising scientific hints in Scripture. In Psalm 139, David writes, "You knitted me together in my mother's womb." This is a beautiful sentence, but the word knitted is incredibly important. In Hebrew, the word refers to weaving threads together to form a structure. It suggests something complex, delicate, and carefully connected. Today, when scientists study the human brain, especially during development in the womb, they use a term that sounds surprisingly similar. They refer to neural wiring and networks that are formed as the brain develops. They describe neurons connecting like threads woven into an intricate design. In fact, modern imaging technology shows the brain looks like a tapestry of fibers. It is exactly what David described, even though he had no scientific knowledge of human anatomy. What makes this even more interesting is that neuroscientists discovered that the brain begins forming these connections earlier than any other major organ. It develops through a process of weaving millions of neural pathways that determine movement, memory, emotion, and thought. David's poetic description suddenly looks like an accurate depiction of early brain formation. Some doctors say this is one of the most scientifically aligned verses in Scripture. The Bible uses the image of weaving, and modern science shows the brain is literally built through a process of connecting fibers that behave like threads. How could David know this? He could not. He only wrote what the Spirit revealed. This verse reminds us that the body is not an accident. It is a masterpiece crafted with intention, intelligence, and design. It shows that God understands our structure in ways we are only beginning to discover. The Bible is not a scientific textbook, but when it speaks about creation, it does so with remarkable accuracy. The next time you read Psalm 139, remember that your brain, your thoughts, your memories, and your personality were woven by the hand of God. Science is still studying what Scripture said long ago. Like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing biblical content. Thanks for watching.